Welcome to Shared Passing Thoughts. Hello and welcome to one of our D&D Homebrew Spells videos, where we will be looking at the details of a homebrew spell we've created, going over its effects, sources of inspiration, and how useful it could be when compared to other similar spells. So today we are going to be looking at our homebrew spell Shadow Step, which was inspired by the spells Misty Step, Absorb Elements, and Temporal Shunt. I wanted Shadow Step to have a teleportation ability similar to Misty Step, but as a reaction to being damaged by an attack or due to making a dexterity saving throw. I was looking for that cinematic superhero feeling of teleporting away from an incoming attack. I also wanted Shadow Step to have the potential of avoiding all the damage or at least reducing some of the damage. This is where the idea of Absorb Elements and Temporal Shunt came into play, continuing in the superhero-like feeling of trying to avoid an attack by slipping into the shadows. Taking no damage at all would represent a successful escape, while taking some of the damage would represent an escape attempt where maybe part of the body didn't quite make it into the shadows quickly enough. So let's look at the homebrew spell itself, now that we have covered the sources of inspiration for it. Shadow Step is a teleportation and warding type of spell that is available to sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards. It is a 4th level spell which you can cast as a reaction when you would take damage from an attack or due to you making a dexterity saving throw. The source of the triggering damage must make a wisdom saving throw as you become enveloped by the shadows. On a success, you teleport up to 15 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see and take half of the triggering damage. On a failure, you can still teleport up to 15 feet, but now you take none of the triggering damage. With all homebrew spells I make, I want them to feel powerful and useful, as spells that players would hopefully want to use or at least debate about using. I believe that Shadow Step is a great 4th level spell, although it will be competing with other 4th level spells that players will want to play, such as Banishment, Polymorph, and Greater Invisibility. A player may want to learn Shadow Step if they are interested in having a defensive spell that can also let them reposition themselves on the battlefield. Being able to reduce damage from an attack or due to you making a dexterity saving throw by half or none of the damage at all is really good on its own, but being able to teleport 15 feet is a nice little bonus to the spell, since you can potentially avoid other attacks from a monster's multi-attack by getting outside of its remaining movement speed and its reach. Or you could even reposition yourself so that one of your allies would get an opportunity attack if the monster would try to come at you again. Shadow Step should be able to fit into any DM-approved campaign, as a useful option for both players and DMs. If you are interested in this spell, I have included a D&D Beyond link in this video's description below, where you can add this spell to your collection to cast in your own campaigns. We will be adding more homebrew spells just like this one to our D&D Homebrew Spells playlist, so be sure to subscribe for more D&D content in the weeks to come. Please give us a like if you enjoyed the video and share your passing thoughts in the comments below.